Adam, are you finished with work? And are you feeling any better?
I just finished work a second ago, but I'm still not feeling all too great. Today, even I felt like my body was falling apart while trying to do my job. But at least with your help recently, things haven't been all too bad for me.
This time you haven't been feeling too great for a long time. And tomorrow you're going to have an important meeting, right? Do you think you'll be all right there?
Well, I have no reason to take the day off and not go to it. I'll figure out something, though.
Well, for dinner today, I made you some very balanced meals to try and get you back into shape. So once you've eaten all of that, you should go right to bed. When you're feeling this bad, the best medicine is a good meal and some well-needed sleep.
I know that. That's what you've always been telling me, Shelby. Is this all another part of your natural remedies for me?
That's right. When it comes to having to heal your body, it's better to rely on nature than take all of those medications. So I think this time you're better off not going to the hospital and just letting nature do its thing.
Well, ever since I married you, you've always been in extremely good health. And I'm sure that has to do with how well you take care of yourself. I trust that you'll take just as good care of me as you do yourself.
I'm really happy you said that. I know that this time your sickness has been around a bit longer than before, but letting nature take care of you is a whole lot better than letting terrible medicines get into your system. Let's do our best together to get you feeling better.
Thank you so much, Shelby. But I think that if this goes on longer than I'm comfortable with, it wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a trip to the hospital for it. There has to be a limit to a lot of this natural remedy stuff.
Why are you saying that now? Going there isn't good for you. If you were to go behind my back and see a doctor, I'd have to divorce you.
Come on, that's going too far. Even saying that as a joke is a bit scary.
Then if you don't want that, let me continue taking care of you. Please?
All right. My health is my #1 priority at the moment. Well, I'm getting close to the bus stop now. Then I'll be on my way home as quick as possible.
Okay. I'll get your dinner all ready and be waiting for you. Adam, are you feeling any better? Did you make sure to eat your dinner last night? I made sure to warm it up for you before I went to sleep.
You don't have to keep doing all of that for me. I'm not a kid after all. But to be honest, I'm only getting worse, I think. Right now, I feel pretty out of it due to the amount of aching that's running through my body.
You took the day off work today, right? It would have been nice if I'd taken the day off as well to come home and care for you. I'm sorry.
There's nothing you can do about that, so please don't get too worked up over it. And when you think about it, I've been feeling really bad for over 2 weeks now, right? I'm starting to think I really shouldn't just let myself continue through this amount of pain.
But even if you think that, there's nothing else you can do, right? I've been trying my best to feed you all the best foods, but I think this time it'll just take longer for you to get over this bout. I'm sure that your body is doing its best right now to fight off whatever is making you feel bad, and it'll just take some time.
But I had to take off work yet again. It's one thing for myself to have to fight off all this pain, but me not being able to work all the times is also causing trouble for the office, I think. So I'm thinking about going to the hospital.
No! Wait a second. I'm telling you that you don't have to go to the hospital. You've been doing just fine for a while now using all my natural remedies, right? So you'll be fine this time as well.
But I don't think I'm doing okay this time, and that's why I feel awful. And just visiting the hospital to see what's up is fine, right?
It is not fine! Trying to heal your body with all those chemical-ridden medicines is no good. If you do all of that, you'll just make yourself more sick and ruin your immune system. Even if you make yourself feel better for a month with those medications, the next time you get sick, you'll be even worse off.
I understand what you're wanting to say here, but a little bit of medication won't hurt me.
Do you really plan to go to the hospital? I'm telling you right now that healing naturally is the only way, though. You even told me last week that you trusted me.
And I do trust you, and am very thankful for everything you've done for me. Me being able to go so long without having to visit any doctors was because of you and your care. And after this, I will be thankful for everything else you do to care for me.
Then why not listen to what I'm saying to you right now?
But like I said, there is a limit to a lot of this. I'd much rather try my luck at the hospital over trying to continue fighting this sickness with my own strength. And there are times where natural remedies aren't enough.
I think I said this before, but if you go to the hospital, I'm going to divorce you. Is that what you want?
I am tired of hearing that joke from you, Shelby. I'm telling you that I'm getting tired of being in this much pain, and I need something done about it right away.
I'm not joking about this. I'm very, very serious.
Yeah, whatever you say. Well, in a little bit, I'm going to head over to the hospital. I already made an appointment there, so I have to get going. I'll be going now.
Hey! Stop right there! I'm being serious about what I said, Adam.
I just want to stop by and have them take a look at me so we understand what the problem is. And then you can relax as well, right? I'll make sure to give you a call or text once I'm finished. Could you just try and calm down a little and wait for me? All right. I'll see you soon. The tests have all been completed. And I have some things I want to ask you about. Do you think you can talk with me right now? Well, when you see these messages later, you can send me a text back. But there was something that the doctor wanted to ask you about. He asked me what I had been eating, and wanted to ask the same thing from you since I honestly don't know half the time. Have you been putting things in my food that shouldn't be eaten?
My daughter has passed away.
Huh? What the heck are you talking about?
I said that my daughter passed away. This is Shelby's mother you're talking to now.
Huh? This is real? You're Shelby's mom. She's dead?
That's right. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but she has passed away and I had to tell you.
No, there's no way she could have actually passed away. We were just talking to each other 2 hours ago, right before I left for the hospital. And even during that time, I was still talking to her a bit. This has to be Shelby right now.
I know that you don't want to believe me, but I'm telling the truth. Shelby was working her part-time job. She got into an accident. And from there, things went downhill.
Then why, when all of that was happening, did I not get any calls? If there was an accident at her work, I'm sure that someone there would have called me to let me know. After all, I'm on the emergency contact list.
They said that they called the house phone, but nobody picked up. You have been at the hospital during that time, right? That's why I had to be the one to hear the bad news.
Can you stop with this crap now, Shelby? There's no way you died. If I've already figured out your lie, then you should just stop messing around and tell me the truth.
And I have been asking you to stop messing around as well. Why do you not trust me?
Well, I wasn't going to try to ruin all of your lie. But I can't trust you because I went to the hospital today with your mom.
Wait, what?
And right now, she is still with me. So there's no way that it could be her on the other end of the phone. So that whole lie you just told me was useless from the start.
Why are you with my mom right now? I never heard anything about you two going to the hospital from her either.
Well, going to the hospital on my own with how bad I was feeling turned out to not be going so well. So I called your mom and asked her to come over to the house and take me in to see the doctor. So are you going to stop trying to lie to me now?
Well, if my mom's with you, of course you're not going to believe me now.
Well, yeah. And why did you decide to try and lie to me about your own death? Are you really trying to hide what you've been feeding me from me and the doctor?
Stop that. This was just a joke, was all. You should have known that.
But it seemed to me like you were trying too hard to get me to believe you. Well, at the moment, it doesn't matter to me. If that really was a joke, you'll be able to tell me what you've been feeding me, right? The doctor would like to know as well. So, please tell me.
You should already understand my intentions, right? That I have only ever been feeding you this stuff so that you could feel better again, right? So I never fed you anything that I thought was wrong or bad for you.
But if that was the case, I would have never had to come to the hospital, right? What the doctor had said to me was, the most likely cause of me becoming so ill and in pain was most likely from whatever you had been feeding me. So there's no way you can't know what you've been giving me to eat.
Well, I don't. Stop trying to blame me for this.
I wasn't saying that this was your fault. But if you don't tell me what you've been feeding me, then we'll never be able to get anywhere with all this mess. Do you think you could come home now? Then we can have a good conversation about this in person.
I'm not coming back to you. I told you in the first place that if you ever went to the hospital for anything, I'd divorce you, correct? Yet you didn't listen to me and went to see a doctor anyway.
Well, when I've been feeling as bad as I have been, there was no other option besides seeing someone that could run some tests on me. So stop trying to act so rude towards me when I'm the one that has been struggling this whole time. But if you're not going to come home to talk, then I guess divorce it is. If you don't want that, then come home right now. I'll be waiting for you to make your decision.
Hey, Adam. Were you being serious about what you said yesterday? Please tell me that was all a lie.
I was hoping that you were the one that was lying to me. For a very long time now, you've been pushing all of those natural remedies onto me, huh?
Well, that stuff all really works. I've been doing it to myself for the longest time now, and everything's worked out for me. And so I wanted to make sure that you could live like me. I wanted to help you with your stress and things like that by giving you all of those remedies, so that one day you'd start to feel better again.
And so to try and get me to feel better, you started to feed me rotten things? That seems pretty idiotic to me, Shelby. And when you saw that it was only making my body worse, you should have stopped feeding me that crap, right?
I'm sorry.
We both know that we are adults now, and that saying something as simple as I'm sorry isn't going to end this. And since yesterday you didn't want to work with me about a lot of this stuff, I had to call the police and work with them. And they said, for starters, it's best to divorce you.
I just told you that I'm sorry. You have to know that I never meant to hurt you with anything that I was doing to you.
You never thought you were hurting me? Shut up, Shelby. Please. I was sick for weeks after you kept feeding me that crap, and you never once thought to stop what you were doing. So if you weren't aware that your remedies were the center of the problem, then you have something much worse going on here.
Well, I was getting fed up with you is all. You started to feel sick and kept acting like a big baby about it. So I was trying my best to make you feel better as quick as possible. There was nothing about what I was doing that was meant to harm you.
But the only thing your remedies did was harm me. And what's this about stress? Did I do something to you that made you get so worked up?
It wasn't you that got me super stressed. Recently, I have been getting in trouble more and more at my part-time job. And all of that stress started to drive me nuts is all.
So in other words, when I got sick, that's what caused you to lose your mind? But even when you're having that bad of a time, what makes you think you can feed me rotten food to cure me? Was that all a way for you to see me in pain so you didn't have to feel so bad about yourself? I'm not a punching bag, you know.
I'm really, really sorry, Adam. But I'm serious when I say that I was going crazy from the stress. And I guess I never realized what I was doing to you. And during that whole time, you could have complained or something about the food, but you didn't.
Well, I had said a few times that the food I was eating tasted wrong, but you tell me every time that the food I was eating was to make me better and stronger again. And because I trusted you so much, I had nothing in my head telling me to not believe what you were saying. Even when I did want to stop eating that stuff, I didn't say anything.
Then that makes this all your fault.
But here's the thing. You ended up betraying my trust in you. So there's no way I can forgive you so easily now.
But asking for a divorce and getting the police involved is a bit too far, right? I'm asking you to please rethink what you're trying to do to me right now. I promise that I'm overdoing any more of that awful crap to you.
But Shelby, you really did not like the idea of me going to the hospital for everything that was wrong with me, huh?
And what about all of that?
That must mean that you knew that if you were exposed, you'd get into a lot of trouble, right? So you must have known that what you were doing to me was really bad. Yet you kept on doing it while telling me that it wasn't your remedies causing my health to deteriorate. Do you really think I'm going to let this slide? I don't think I'll ever be able to trust you now. I don't think anyone in their right mind should trust you after pulling that.
Stop talking like that. Having the police get involved is going to really cause me some problems. Wouldn't you feel bad for me if they were to take me in? And even though you say you want a divorce, we still haven't gone through with it yet, so I'm still your wife.
I know you're just going to keep trying to squeeze your way out of this. So that's why I had to get the officials involved in this. If I didn't, I'd never be able to get myself out of this.
I'm telling you that I've learned my lesson, Adam. So please, tell them this was all a joke or something and let's make up. We can turn this all around and go back to being a happy husband and wife.
We are far past ever being able to rebuild this relationship. So I'm going to get back with the police, as well as start filling out the divorce forms. Then I'll be able to rebuild my life instead of having to try and rebuild a relationship with someone that has been trying to hurt me. I'm sure at first all of this is going to leave a slight taste in my mouth, but it's much better than having to go another day with the taste of rotten food in me. When we were finished, I was able to get a divorce to go through smoothly with Shelby. I was able to use the results from the tests that I had been given at the hospital as a way of getting the law on my side, as well as getting Shelby's parents to understand the full extent of what their daughter had been doing to me. And with the evidence now in hand, the police were able to go after Shelby for knowingly poisoning me with rotten and spoiled foods. And to make sure that I didn't have to hear from her again after, I blocked her number, as well as all of her social media accounts. Once the police had taken her into custody, she was taken to court where she had a trial against me and my lawyer, and was shown all the evidence of my blood work showing that she had indeed been feeding me very bad foods. The ending result of that was me getting a large settlement from her, that she'd have to pay to me in one whole payment. With her now having to pay all that money, and living with the fact that everyone knew what she did to me, I'd say she got what she deserved. At this moment, Shelby's back at her parents' house now, living with them. I'm not sure what will happen with her now, but I do know that both her parents are going to keep a good eye on her and make sure that she never causes anybody else the pain she caused me. I've noticed that a few weeks of not eating any of the things she had fed me before, my body has slowly started to come back to being healthy, and I've been able to start taking some medications that have really helped me along as well. I have to say that the only natural remedy that seemed to work for me here was having the two of us divorced so that I was never around Shelby ever again.
Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.